wasn't holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Let's open up and tour the all-new 2022 Grand Design Transcend Xplor 261BH. Hello and good morning, everybody. This is Chris with Great Escapes RV Supercenter, and it is my pleasure to show off this sweet-looking travel trailer today. We're going to go around the outside, show off some of the cool features with the unit closed up. We're going to crawl on the roof, show you that as well. Then we'll go inside with the unit closed up, show you how practical would it be if you had to be parked on the side of the road to maybe catch some Z's, use the restroom, or cook a meal. How easily accessible is this RV? Then we're going to go ahead and open it all up, show you the final overlook. If you guys have any questions, please post that in the comment section below. And of course, throughout this video, if you do enjoy this, show us a like. Maybe support us by subscribing and sharing it off to your friends. Enough of my chatter, let's go ahead and jump into this. Got a nice setup. This is a rolled aluminum camper. Has an updated exterior through Grand Design. It helps with fading, rock chips, things like that. Very cool. You do have a power tongue jack on this. This is a nice setup. I love the convenience light, so if you're docking up at night, it makes it that much easier. It's going to come with two 20-pound propane tanks, which you fill upon your purchase, as well as provide you with a battery, and you have an additional slot if you wanted to add another. I like this little diamond guard rock plate that they have on the front of here as far as rock chips goes. This RV is RV Today eligible, so we have a really nice program. If you guys show up in the morning or the afternoon, give us enough time, we guys can be able to have this roll out. You guys can be camping that night on our private campground. Very awesome. It's one of the added features that we have, including with your purchase. A free private campground, training class, and RV starter kit with all the basic essentials to head straight to the campground. Getting into this a little bit further, I like the very back of this as well. It's got a 17-foot full span awning that goes over the outside kitchenette area, which is one of my personal favorites. As far as your pass-through storage in here, it's got one of the industry-leading 43 cubic foot of pass-through storage. I do like the little magnetic catch on here as well. That comes in extremely handy. You have your manual override right here for your leveling jacks, or your stabilizer jacks. As you can see right here, get yourself a 3/4 inch socket, hook that up to a drill. That'll raise and lower much faster than if you had to do that manually. You also have a convenient little on-off and motion sensing LED lights. Very cool. I'll go ahead and close this up. It's going to be a standard setup as far as your entry steps goes. This is the Solera awning. You have a enclosed underbelly as well. And this is the 261BH floor plan. You also have a 110 power source out here to be able to hook up like an outside TV. And then if you have a campground that offers the cable TV or satellite output, you guys can be able to do that as well. This is a section for potable water. If you guys want to carry water with you to be able to do boondock camping, you guys can do that. It's got your Westlake tires, your standard rims, and of course your Dexter axles on this RV. Coming back here, lift this up. You're gonna have a nice little setup with the mini refrigerator. You also have a nice little grill set up out here as well. It's the Capital 2-burner grill. Be able to cook some meals for your friends and family. And then you have an additional storage feature up in here with a 110 power source. Go ahead and take this, lock it back into place for transport. Another magnetic catch on there as well. I really like those compared to those little plastic ones. It's just more durable. You got a 30,000 BTU furnace on this RV. 6-gallon hot water heater. You got a convenient little spray port right here as well. It's a quick disconnect. You guys can rinse the kids off, rinse the dogs off. You can also hook you up a little wash basin next to your little outdoor kitchenette to be able to have an additional area to be able to rinse off your dishes. Full-size spare tire. You're pre-wired for the industry's best Furrion backup camera. You got a tubular style bumper. Very nice. This is a 30 amp service. It's actually got a 13.5 AC on the top. And then your slide out right here. Very nice. This is also the dumping section for your black and gray tank. And then you have an access ladder to get onto your fully walkable roof, which we're gonna go ahead and do. This is a tank flush feature. To rinse out your black tank, simply pull these pins. This will come down, lock these pins into place. You guys are gonna hear a loud noise right now. That's actually our 65-foot state-of-the-art RV wash, which we include on all new and used purchases. So bear with me, it's gonna get a little bit loud, but that's the blowers in operation right now. Let's go inside and let's go on top and check this out. All right. A little dust, a couple bugs. ventilation system up here. You also have a 165 watt solar panel on the roof with your 13.5 AC. You've got your skylight and Winegard Air 360 omnidirectional antenna and your additional ventilation systems. And there's that really awesome 65-foot RV wash in action right now, with a nice Grand Design reflection passing through. All right. Getting into this a little bit further, you have an additional dumping section for your gray tank right there. Opposite side of your pass-through storage, magnetic catch. As you can see, everything's all nice, properly located. You got a battery disconnect, you got a 110 power source. This is your charge controller and inverter. You also have your section right here with your cable TV and satellite input, fresh tank and city water fill, and then I like this as well because you can bring your hose up through here, plug it in. If you're in an area where you have freezing temperatures, the dust doubles up because if you have a heated hose, you can plug it in right to there. Very awesome. Let's go inside, check this RV out. There she goes, a beautiful reflection. Inside. Whew, a little loud out there. So first, I didn't have a chance to point it out, but it is a friction hinge door that comes in really handy. As you enter, first look, I do like this one because even though the slide is closed, it still has enough room. If you had to be parked on the side of the road, I can still access back here, one, to maybe, you know, serve the kids up a meal, let the kids jump into the back of the bunk area to take a sleep, or simply go back here if you guys needed to use the restroom. You also still have full access to the front portion of the bedroom. So if you are pulled over on the side of the road, this is a thumbs up on this RV as far as still being able to have access to pretty much everything other than your couches. You can still sit in your couch, but I don't think you'd be able to recline back in them. They might hit this section right here. Actually, let's go ahead and test it. Yeah, that's gonna hit. So, next, what we're gonna do on your convenience center right here, you have everything right here properly labeled, checking your battery level, fresh water tank, black, gray 1, and gray 2. Hit this button right here, that is your ceiling lights. Your exterior lighting as well for your like awning and that. Then you have your water pump. So whenever you're carrying potable water with you and you guys are dry camping, you guys can be able to have pressurized water. And then you have gas and electric on your water heater. You can run it with your gas if you're out like camping and you're not using electric, or if you're at the campground and you're using electric, but you can also hit them both on at the same time if you want a quicker recovery if you guys are having multiple people take showers. Slide one in and slide one out, and awning extension in and out. So what we'll go ahead and do first is do the out. Alrighty. Once it gets to its fullest extent, you'll hear a pop. It's the rack and pinion at its fullest extent. There you go. And now we have plenty of room to be able to move around inside this nice, spacious family camper. Awesome, awesome. So starting out here with the front, as you can see, you're gonna see a large stainless steel sink insert. You also have a chef-style faucet, plenty of countertop prep space. You've got 110 power sources on both sides. Nice setup, plenty of pantry storage. I like this ambient light coming in through the skylight. Plenty and plenty of storage, just tons of it. Coming around over here, you're gonna see you have the Furrion 3-burner cooktop and stove or oven combo. This is a tempered glass insert, so be careful with this. This is not something to cook on or place it back in place whenever you're done cooking, because this tempered glass insert can break. It's mainly used for countertop prep space if you guys aren't using the stove. You got a convenience light here at night, and then you also have your oven light below. Very nice. You have a Furrion microwave. You've got the overhead hood, so if you're burning the bacon in the morning, you've got your Furrion 12-volt 8 cubic foot refrigerator. This is nice, guys. I like this quite a bit. It's only been plugged in about 15 minutes, and I'd be very comfortable with putting my perishable items in there. That's a great feature to have. You've got additional little nooks down here if you guys want to be able to have additional storage. I love that Grand Design's constantly taking those areas that would usually be marked out as a void, and they're creating some sort of storage nook for it. You've got the nice Thomas Paine Collection theater style seating. You also have your little LED lights throughout, privacy pleated curtains. I did notice this as well. This is going to be a little bit difficult, but of course you'll be opening your slide, but when this slide is closed, it's a little bit hard to access the thermostat. So just keep that in mind. You have another 110 power source out here, a nice booth dinette that comes in really handy. You can actually take those two rods out. This will collapse and turn into a bed to be able to sleep additional friends and family. On some of these units, this section right here is usually closed off, so the fact that Grand Design takes and creates another little storage nook in here comes in really handy. You have an additional section right here for sleeping, friends and family. Or one of the things that I like the most about this is maybe you don't have, kids, or if you guys are doing a lot of traveling, you can take these mattresses out. There's a lip right here. I go to Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart, get yourself some Tupperware, take this mattress out, it just doubles up as additional storage. If you have friends or family come and visit, then you just put this back in here. Very convenient. 110 charging and 12 volt USB or USB charging station as well. You also have emergency exits, carbon monoxide, smoke detector, all the safety features a typical RV should have. Walking into the bathroom, the fact that this is a nice family-sized camper, they give you that upgraded porcelain toilet. That is a big time thumbs up for me. Nice walk-in shower. Now this walk-in shower, it's got a slingshot door, which is a nice feature on it. It's got a built-in squeegee to help with water runoff, but I have to highlight that even if it's at its furthest point closed, about right here even, you guys listen, it makes a loud crash. So if you're in the shower and you open that up, it can be pretty startling. So some people like it, some people don't. However, I like that Grand Design still does this with these, or this manufacturer still does this, is you still have enough room on here to put your D-rings and a shower curtain if this is something that you're not really fond of. So it's a nice little feature to have. You still have your overhead skylight. Let's turn these lights on. You have additional little nooks and crannies to be able to put your toiletry items, nice little medicine cabinet, and a vanity. Awesome. You have a TCL flat screen TV with the Roku settings. So if you guys have your Wi-Fi, you guys can do your Netflix, Hulu, Prime, all that kind of stuff as well. Additional storage. You have privacy curtains as well for the bunk area. A nice setup as well with the Furrion AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB auxiliary, multi-zone selection. You guys can have the music on the inside, on the outside. I like that. Another 110 power source, and then you got these nice little nooks right here to be able to put storage for shoes or any other kind of storage items. Very nice, very nice. Coming up into here, you're gonna see you have a nice 60 by 80 queen size bed. Let's turn on the lights in here. All right, there's another overhead light right here. Very nice. More overhead cabinet storage. You have a section right there to be able to hang some clothes if you guys wanted to. Your breaker panel is down here, and then lift this mattress up, and you have additional storage features up underneath the bed, which is a really nice setup. You also have a TV backer over here in the corner to be able to mount yourself a TV, and then a privacy pocket style door. Very awesome. Next, let's go ahead and open this awning, and then we will wrap it up. See that reflection just come out of the wash. Awesome. Very cool. So with this awning, we press extension. It's going to start to extend. One of the critical things, of course, with this awning, it was raining yesterday, so I got a little bit of water and let this awning dry out. But at the fullest extent, of course, this awning is new, so at the fullest extent, you're going to see a little flap that folds down. That lets you know it's at its fullest portion. If you were to continue pressing and holding that button, it basically would roll in on itself backwards, and you could potentially damage the awning. So at this extent right here, that's as far as you need the awning to go, no further. I like that it also has this pitch adjustment. You can pull this down, pitch the awning to one side or the other, but take in mind that awnings, unfortunately, they're unforgiving, and with wind and storms, and if you're going to sleep and having your awning open, you want to be careful, because Unfortunately, warranty does not cover very many awning issues. A lot of times awning damages are usually caused by user error, and so that's stuff that's usually not covered. So, ladies and gents, this is a brief introduction to this beautiful Grand Design Transcend Xplor 261BH. This is Chris with Great Escapes RV Supercenter. If you guys have any additional questions, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, leave us a comment in the section below, or feel free to check out our website at www.rvstobuy. Thank you so much for your time and the opportunity to do business together. I ask that you please like, subscribe, comment, and share. We hope to see you soon. Happy camping.
Family, headed on down the road on a new adventure. Wherever we go, thanks to great escapes are